This is conditional probability in a nutshell. Stay tuned for the Python code in the end. Everyone knows how basic probability works. Let's make a little experiment. We have all the possible options, which are 3 of them, and the correct option for us will be how many will hit the tree in front of us. 1 miss, 2 miss, and 1 hit. Okay, is 1/3. What's the conditional probability? Now we have 4 objects, and 2 of them are 6 and 2 of them are cons. Our probability will be how many objects will hit the tree, and the condition the object have to be con. First I will be throwing 6, miss, and now the cons, miss and miss. And this is how you get this formula. Our condition was the object has to be con. What does it mean? It means our new hole are those cons, and we need how many of those cons hit the tree. We do not care about the sticks. Up here is the intersection of 2 sets. Our all objects that hit the tree and the cons. So we get all the cons that hit the tree over all the cons. That's all. Simple as that. Stay tuned, we are going to go. You already know what's the conditional probability. So in this example, we are having world population, it will be constant, equal to 8 times 10 to power of 9. Imagine you have a city in 2 countries. The city have some population, and you need to know what is the probability of living in this city with the condition that it is in the state of Finland. In order to make our program reusable and more testable, defining a function is a good idea. Get input with no parameters. Your city population will be equal to input. Enter your city population. This will get us a string, but we need integer. Percentage in country will be float. Input. Enter the percentage of your city in the country. Next, the country itself, also integer input, enter the population of the country. Now we will define the main function, and we need to get these values from this function because there are only local variables. We need to return these values from this function to the main function. I will return all 3. This is beauty of higher programming languages. I will call the variables same as in the getInput function is equal to getInput. In the numerator will be intersection between the population of the city and the people living in the country. It means that it will be how many people from your city are living in that country. In the denominator will be people living in that country. So you will get people living from your city in that country over all people living in the country. That gets us to the final result, what we needed. The people from your city, which are also living in the country, over our new wall, that's the people living in that country. The numerator is equal to that intersection, your city. We don't have here intersection, so I will use multiplication of the percentage and the number of people. Denominator is equal to number of people living in the country. Last but not least, let me print this out. The probability of people living in the city with condition people living in the country. I forget to define the conditional probability. is equal to numerator over denominator. That's our result, conditional probability. To show you that everything is working, I will call the main function, run the program, and for example, my city will have 10,000 inhabitants. It will be partially in that country. 40% of that city will be in that country, and the total population will be 100,000. So we are starting with the whole of this population, but our condition is 100,000, and our intersection in numerator is these people with that condition. That means that only 4,000 people from these 10,000 are living in this country. That gets us to the result 4,000 of inhabitants over 100,000 of inhabitants, and our conditional probability is 0.04. Thank you for the watching. If you enjoyed the tutorial, leave the comment below, share with your grandma, have a nice dinner, and peace.